City Morning Show.
A most pleasant morning once again. Good morning. Good morning to one and all. It's a lovely, beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Folks, it's Wednesday and it's the 31st day. It's the 31st day of March 2020. Ask Chepe. Oh, today Tuesday, the sick they try fool the Chepe. Ask Chepe that we date yesterday. Chepe said that 30. I tell her how many 30. Then you tell me somebody want me to go play for something. I tell them, but we can't go play nowhere right now, man, Chepe. What date they want? They want the 5. The 5, Chepe? Tell them we can't play the 5. Tell them you have to be here next time. But good morning to one and all. Tomorrow, you know, this Wednesday, they look for kicking because, like, we know that tomorrow big things are happening. Not big things, a big move will be happening in Belize tomorrow. So we will be sharing that with you this morning on the Sugar City Morning Show. It's a lovely, beautiful morning, lovely, beautiful day. But let's get blessed this morning, folks. Let's get blessed because I listened to an interview with a Belizean nurse from New York, and that is very chilling. That is very chilling. It's not happening like what we feel, you know. Right at Belize, we feel like everything is okay and everything is all right. You know, all them deaths that happen all over the world, that the U.S. and so, that one person caused that figure in the U.S., you know, and after that it spread out. The U.S. got all the technology, but make we get with blessings this morning. Hello, good morning, Delvi.
Good morning, Mr. Checky. Good morning to everyone listening.
Yes, we're up again, girl.
Alive and well, praise God.
Yeah, you know we're going day by day right now, you know.
I know, Mr. Checky. So every day, you know, we just have to give thanks to God that, you know, well, we feel all right. So I hope everything health-wise all right this way.
Yeah, well, make we get that blessing one time this morning, girl, because we all need it now more than ever.
Yes, definitely. Almighty and Heavenly Father, Lord, this morning we come before you in the name of Jesus, giving you thanks, O God, above all things for the breath and the gift of life. Lord, thank you that we are alive, we are breathing, O Lord. Thank you for protecting us and keeping us throughout the night. Lord, and as we rise in this day, Lord, I just pray that it serves us all as a reminder that it is only by your grace that we are breathing, O God. It is by your grace, O Lord, that we are here. And Lord, may we never take it for granted. You, oh Lord, you are God all by yourself. And I just pray, Lord, that as you do what you do with this situation, I pray that you cover us with your blood. Please protect us as a people. Protect us as a nation, oh God. For it is written in your words that you will never leave us nor forsake us. So today I pray that you fill us with that hope, as I know that there are some who may be anxious, who may be scared, Lord. I pray that you fill us with the hope, with the peace, oh Lord, that we may trust you in this time, and that you may just guide us through this situation, oh Lord. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for being with us. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen.
Amen and amen and amen. Thank you very much, Gal Delvi. Thank you very much. You know, every day we wake up, we try uplift our spirit, but
Yes.
we have to look upon the reality what is going on too, you know. Yeah, we have to look at the reality because I was listening to an interview from a Belizean nurse in New York, and she's saying that people are dying day by day. She's saying that they don't have space at the hospital, that the morgue, they run out of space in the morgue, they had to bring in a mobile morgue, you know, and people are just dying and dying and dying. Get a report from New Jersey. You know, New Jersey is right across the river from New York City, right? So New Jersey, you know, they have a lot of people from New Jersey that comes into New York and work, you know. And right now, New Jersey is over flooding as well with this virus. Belize.
Like, we're not running from it, Mr. Checky, you know, because I listened to the news. There was on Love FM yesterday, Mr. Rene, you know, they had a discussion about, you know, what's the situation looking like. But then again, you know, if we keep God in the midst above all things, then As we don't say we can change the situation where they happen.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
but God first in all things.
Yeah, that's true. So we need to be vigilant, and there is no way that no government, no authorities cannot save you from this. We need that blessing, girl. More than ever, we need the blessings now.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, yeah. Because right now, God could just lift up your hand over the whole world and say, "Stop all this now," and everything just stop, right?
He has the power to do that.
Yeah, He has the power, but He has a reason for everything as well, right?
Yes.
Maybe.
And when His people wake up and realize that that is what He's looking for, just that relationship with us, that we trust Him not only when things go good, because when things go good, it's easy to trust Him.
Yeah.
But in times like these,
That's
we
right.
have to put our faith and trust in Him.
Right. Well, let's go into our Tuesday morning poem, gal.
Sure, I'm ready with it.
All right, let's go.
All right, this one is entitled Wonderful Grace.
Okay.
All right. In the wake of the morning, my eyes behold His splendor. The Lord's grace unfolds like the greatest gift that cannot be returned to the sender. The sun smiles at me as everything in nature comes to life, without a fuss, without a strife. And all things seem to be grateful as they take their course. Smile you then, as bright as the sun, for any situation you are in. It could have been worse. The day turns into nightfall, and everything searches for a resting place. And way above the great big sky, the moon doesn't shine nor hide its face. In all God's splendor, in all His wonder, we are called to rejoice in thankfulness and humility, graced with the power of choice. Just as the sparrow and the eagle are attended for without due worry or fear, how much more does a grateful heart relish in God's care? So smile, it could have been the other way. Be thankful then for God's grace. Be thankful we are still here.
That's right. It could have been the other way.
Really, yes, Mr. Chief.
But thank God we are still here.
Yes.
That is, yeah.
Just have to humble ourselves in this situation, and just for everyone listening, it's a frightening situation for some because we don't know what direction it is going, where it's going.
Yeah.
We just have that trust, that faith in God that we will get through this.
Yeah, you see, like one time disaster come, like when I say one hurricane, the threat, you hear it done hit Jamaica, then it come to Belize, and you hear it hit Cuba, and it coming straight to Belize, and one time it almost did at Belize, you see, like it just shift. Well, and then, like sometimes a hurricane would have come, maybe we just get some strong winds and so, but then what happens is maybe we can't get flour, we can't get rice or something, some kind of shortage of certain things, and some people lose their home and they have to catch back, and then the whole community come together to help the families that are affected, right? But right now it's not it's not something like that. This is something that, okay, what kind of supplies you got? We're still in a danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, and this is not the pass through, like how the hurricane pass through, say, okay, the hurricane gone. It gone in the Gulf of Mexico, or it just broke up. This one not the behave so, gal. This one not the behave so. Yeah, you can't track this one. The only thing you can do is to take care of yourself and follow all of the safety rules, And when we say follow all of the safety rules, it's not only to wash our hands and sanitize and things like that. We have to keep the social distancing, because that are the most one will like could hit you, because man, we got a lot of friends, we got a lot of family members, you pass by the street, then you go to a shop and go buy something, you start to talk to somebody. That person could be innocent and not know that he's already infected. And you just talk to that person, call your friend, and you look good, and when you look, it's been transmitted to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm glad that that the cases that are found in Belize, that we know they did a treatment, and it look like so far that the treatment with the Guinea, it look like the treatment, the works. So at least that we know. But if it get out of hand, and then we not have enough treatment for everybody, enough hospitals. So things tight. So just have to keep on praying, right?
Yes. Keep on praying to the one who can save.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, thanks very much, Delvi. And if the good Lord so will, we will chat again tomorrow.
Definitely, Mr. Checky. You have a blessed day.
Same, yeah. Okay, folks, once again, that was our sister in there, Delvi, this morning. And we will be going into the Belize Met service for today's weather forecast right here on North Television Channel 10. It's a lovely, beautiful Tuesday. You know, we are still in the Lenten season, folks. I remember Easter no cancel. Maybe the bashment and the celebration, the procession and everything, maybe. Well, we know about the bashment, so we're sure that then they cancel. But Easter no cancel. Because Easter is coming, it's just because that when Easter they come, most of us look forward for celebration. We look forward for go to the beach, go swim and do all that thing, but that's just part of people come in and they have fun and enjoy themselves, right? But Easter has not cancelled. Let's check in with the Belize Met service for today's weather forecast. All these texts that are coming in, we'll be sharing them very shortly for you right here on the Sugar City Morning Show. But the general situation this morning coming in from the Belize Met service, bright and early, the 6 o'clock report for today. The general situation, weather conditions will continue seasonably warm and dry. I don't know what I call it warm because it's hot, but nevertheless, we understand that weather is good for this time. The 24-hour forecast, sunny skies with a few cloudless spells today and partly cloudless skies tonight. Showers, if any, will be isolated. The winds are blowing east to southeast at 10 to 20 knots. The sea state moderate. As we look at the temperatures across the country, folks, we know that these days, especially inland, where they get some nice weather, nice heat, and we have got it today again. In the coast, it's 87. Inland, it's going to be 93 degrees Fahrenheit on the last day of March 2020, and in the hills it's 81. Let's see what tonight will feel like. Well, tonight in the coast it's 80 and inland it's 72 and in the hills it's 68. So the coast was hotter than inland, you know, from 93 down to 72. That what, like 21 lower. We don't have no advisories, no watches, no warnings, but we always say here at Channel 10, make sure we put on a life jacket. If you jump on the water taxi, and when the person give the instruction and tell you how to put on this life jacket, you tell them, hey, can I have one? But you don't have to tell them, kind of, they're right on your seat or sometimes they're hanged above. You got it to put it on, man. You know, put it on. Because, and especially if you have kids and elder persons, put it on. Because one time something happened, when an accident happened, well, I said, man, if I may know. But now you know. So just put it on, man. Not feel bad if people watch by you. I say, watch by him when he afraid for dead. Or she afraid for dead. Watch what you got picked in. No, man, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I mean, you just put it on, and when you reach the wherever you're going, your destination, then you take it off after you come off of the boat. The outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night is for mainly fair, warm and dry weather conditions to prevail. A low tide will occur this morning at 7:51 and a high tide at 1:57 p.m. Another low tide at 10:06 tonight, followed by that's low, followed by a high tomorrow morning at 4:49. And the sun was up bright and early this morning, a little bit earlier than me, 5:47. No, only kidding, folks. I get up from 5 o'clock to get ready to come to the show and to do my radio broadcast bright and early in the morning, remote control. And the sun will set today at 6:06. The moon will rise today at 10:55 this morning and set tomorrow at 12:27. That's your general weather forecast brought to you by the Belize Met service and certainly by your North Television Channel 10. Folks, the time is 15 minutes now. It's 15 minutes after 7 o'clock. Robert Checker Usher. We will be taking a short break and we'll be right back right here on North Television Channel 10.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. Diginet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, Diginet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by Diginet. Diginet Boost, now available countrywide.
Would you support a thoroughgoing audit of the 21st century at the Lands Department?
From 2008 right up to 2016.
Audit from 2000 to 2016.
2,914.60 acres in Tiger Creek, Orange Walk, 3,000 acres, 0.961 hectares, Jaime Briceño and John Briceño, 827.84 square yards to John Briceño, 5.4 acres to John Briceño and Jaime Briceño, 20 acres in Progreso to John Briceño, to John Briceño again, 6 acres in Progreso, the all of Progreso Gawi, 20 acres freehold to John Briceño, Big Pond on the New River, to Eligio Briceño, Eudaldo Briceño, and Graciano Briceño, 525 acres of land, 98.8 acres, Eligio Briceño, Graciano Briceño, and Eudaldo Briceño.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Our economy benefits when goods and mobile services get to their destination quickly. When citizens are able to travel without frustration and undue hurdles, everyone benefits as well. The government of Belize is happy to announce the imminent upgrades to the Corozal-Sartaneja Road. 27 miles of road will be upgraded to paved standards and will include the replacement of 2 ferries with new bridges.
Why is it that we're going to invest in Sartaneja? Why is it that we have to take $50 million to invest in an area where we do not have a political directorate? We believe that as a government, we have to provide a service to all Belizeans.
Well, this for the village of Shunosh is a big advantage both ways. Sometimes when we got sickness, we got people sick at the clinic there, women. When we reach at the ferry, can't pass, 45 minutes have to wait. So now this road will benefit whole village, Shunosh, Sartaneja, and Copperbank, and part of Progreso too. Well, it's really important for us.
I know that our village is not so much developed with tourism because it's a remote village. And for that reason, we don't have a lot of tourism over there. But now with this upgrading of the road and the pavement of the road, I think that, I believe and I think that it will be much beneficial for us and for everybody.
More for Belizeans, more for Belize. the government of Belize, moving Belize forward. The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan Muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Good morning once again. It's 25 minutes after 7 o'clock. This is the Sugar City Morning Show. We're coming to you all the way from Orange Walk Town. You know, like the song, the album that Youth Connection Band released in 1991 when they say, Youth Connection Band, straight from Sugar City. Well, we're on the Sugar City Morning Show. Once again, we want to say good morning to you all. Welcome back. And we want to say good morning to Emerson with us this morning. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning. Hey. Chepe. A pleasant good morning to Chepe also, right?
Yeah.
And of course, once again, a pleasant good morning to the audience out there. Muy buenos días. Es un gusto y es un placer enorme estar una vez más con ustedes, acompañándoles. En esta mañana, mucho que dialogar. We have a lot to share with the audience itself. Today they will be doing a press conference.
Yes. So, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien.
You alright?
Tranquilo.
You don't eat yet, though?
No, todavía no.
A rato llega Chepe. Emerson, but it's a lovely day once again. It's the last day in the month of March. I'm going to share 2 texts before we go on. We say, good morning, happy birthday to Miss Patsy Reed comes to you from your daughter, 1 grandson, 3 sons, and her husband, and mom and dad. Good morning to you. Muy buenos días. Hello, good morning.
Hello, okay.
Yes.
Aquí yo estoy en gas.
Ajá, ¿no puedes hablar un poquito más cerca de tu teléfono, por favor?
Ajá, oye,
Ajá.
yo estoy aquí de Guinegras.
Ok.
Aquí en Guinegras, hay una gente que tienen cochino, güey, que están criando cochino y yo se lo dije al viliscónsul y parece que el viliscónsul no quiere hacer nada, no sé qué está pasando.
¿Qué está haciendo con los cochinos?
Aquí están criando cochinos, están en mero aquí en la aldea.
Oh, ok.
Yo quería que digas algo para que el de salud venga a verlos, man, y si alguna cosa que llamen en este número aquí, y ustedes los puedo dirigir a dónde, ¿viste?
Ok,
Porque a mí me está afectando, ahorita ahí mi señora tenemos tratado y tenemos todo eso y no sabemos ni qué hacer.
Ya, ese no está bueno. Vamos a anunciarlo, así que, pero vamos a ver si podemos mandar un mensaje al Ministry of Health también, ¿no?
Sí, man.
Muchas.
Porque a mí me está afectando bastante.
Ok, muchas gracias y cuídate.
Bueno.
¿Qué es que está diciendo el señor Emerson? ¿Qué está pasando ahí?
Están criando cochino, dicen.
¿Qué es eso? What?
Then they grow pig.
Oh, okay.
Then they grow pig and for some reason it is not healthy. I believe the scent.
Yeah.
The scent is very high there and they have some sort of flu symptoms also and it's not healthy for them.
¿Qué mensaje tú quieres mandar a esa gente de Guinea Grass que está haciendo eso?
Bueno, que al igual hay que tomar las medidas necesarias. Me imagino, yo no creo que en las aldeas es ilegal. I don't know if it's not. I believe that you need to have the proper hygiene. I know that for a fact, but I don't believe that it is illegal to be growing pigs around, especially in the villages. I don't know about that much, but they need to take the proper precautions, man. They need to clean the place. You know, the pigs are they let go a scent, a strong scent.
True.
You know.
All right, let's continue with the text. Once again, Miss Patsy, sorry for interrupt your greeting. Happy birthday to Miss Patsy Reed comes to you from her daughter. He said the 8 years old daughter, right? One grandson, her 3 sons, and her husband, and her mom and dad. So good morning to you. Have yourself a happy birthday. Also, morning friend, just would like to know when you will pray. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I could pray tomorrow. No, but we're supposed to learn to pray for you, Emerson.
Supposed to learn to pray.
You know, I would like to tell everybody this morning that this what we are going through right now is something very serious, Emerson. I believe a lot of we take this thing for granted, you know.
Yes.
Because if you see that what some persons do, yesterday 2 persons in Punta Gorda was taken to the court and they were charged $5 for the court, but the offense that they committed, they have to pay $1,000 each. So people only take this thing to likely. I see one video where one police officer, they do a high-ranking police officer, and they call a name and the next police, I don't want to call a name, you know, and say, hey, we get a report that they drink here. What and our policeman they drink? And then we see a lot of things like I tell you, I'm in Ghana, Libertad, and I see one lead place by the entrance they open and people have fun.
Yeah, but those persons were arrested and charged
The one
formally
from Libertad?
yesterday. Yeah, they were arrested and charged formally yesterday. They went to court, and I think the proprietor of the bar was also arrested and charged.
Yeah. So it looked like the seriousness of this thing, not like really hit to it or what?
I go back on what we said yesterday, Mr. Osha. The ignorance. This is a serious thing. I mean, I keep on seeing the different news. Right now, they have categorized New York as the epicenter of COVID-19 right now.
Yes.
It is so serious, and we are not seeing the seriousness of it. We are not considering it as serious. I believe that we are with a lot on. Let us take this.
Yeah. Hello, good morning. Muy buenos días.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
In 1981, when we had this state of emergency curfew, the BDA volunteer element, along with a police officer or a GP, would go around the streets of Orange right now. Went around the streets every night patrolling the streets. And anyone on the street was arrested and taken in and charged the next day. But that's the way I think we're supposed to be handling this. No parties, no noise, no nothing. As from 8 o'clock when the curfew comes in, you have a squad of law enforcement people walking the streets, and anyone, even in your house, you're making noise.
Yes.
They would go and arrest you.
Yep.
Take you in. That's curfew. And I think that's what we need to do now. Let us forget about human rights and let us believe in human life. Because we're basing too much on human rights now that we don't give a damn about human life. Forget the human rights and let's go to human life and protect ourselves and let the armed forces do that. That's why they're being paid to do that. When we were in the BDF volunteer element, we did that in 1981. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
And he said it right. He said it right. I mean, I was trying to research, and he said I figure there in 1981 was the state of emergency. Or
we had a curfew.
And I think this is the second one, right? This is the second one.
Yeah.
But yes, human rights is one of the things that we look at now, and we're not seeing the seriousness of this situation. I mean, people yesterday we received several messages that people still are going out doing parties and what's not, and we don't see the danger. I believe that till God forbid, if this, we hope not, it get worse, then people will start to take it serious. But right now, just because we have just 3, and thank God we're controlling that as much as 3, and we don't want it to get even farther. But man, we no see it serious. People know they take it serious.
Yeah, and that true what the caller said about the curfew there, because all right, like we say, okay, you got curfew from 8 o'clock the night till 5 o'clock the morning, but who is out there to make sure that me know the out there between that time and you know the out there, and the one know the out there? We need to have patrol out there. We have enough forces, you know. We got the Coast Guard, we got the BDF, we got the GSU, the BSAG, we got the police department, we got everybody. So they need to be out there.
You know, this came to my attention last night. Heading home, I saw this young man. He would probably be, I would consider him like 13.
What time that?
Bicycle. It was about 7:38.
Okay.
And you know for a fact, parents, that you shouldn't have your kids out there. And the police came. The patrol was coming right behind. And that little guy, he sped quick, speed, full speed. Man, and he got in at the yard. And I really stopped and watched what was going to be the police just continued, you know. But as parents, you know your picnic not supposed to be out. Man, make we also put and leave it to it. Put that effort. Hey, where my picnic?
That's your responsibility.
Exactly, it is your responsibility. No make the police pick them up, because I understand as parents you will get charged.
You get charged, yes.
You will get charged. I don't know that's the amount of the fine, but I know you will get charged.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to start to help one another in that aspect, man.
Yeah, pertaining to the guinea grass thing, someone say yes, it's not illegal, but Ministry of Health recommends that no cattle nor pigs must be grown on communities due to that those animals are very strong when it comes to scent, and not having good hygiene can cause sickness. He said God made us to his image and greatness. We are wise people. Why do we like to be treated as animals? Because some of us behave that way to be treated that way.
Exactly.
And that is exactly what we are seeing. You see, what happened is, like in San Pedro, we don't hear nobody get arrested at San Pedro since San Pedro was put under this quarantine and emergency, right? And when you see pictures for San Pedro, it look like Good Friday, or maybe worse than Good Friday. You know, I'm not discriminating on Good Friday, but Good Friday is a time when it look like most people take respect and they don't go out. But what happened is that with this curfew we are coming now, a lot of people might not understand what the curfew. And the curfew no solo es para Ciudad de Belice o para el pueblo de Orange Walk o Corozal y así, es para todo el país, los aldeas también, Emerson.
Así es, exactamente, el toque de queda es a nivel nacional. Cuando lo reiteramos, el toque de queda significa estar en tu hogar, pero tampoco estar haciendo, como dijo la persona que nos llamó anteriormente, hacer tanto relajo, andar haciendo fiestas. No, el toque de queda significa estar dentro de tu hogar silenciosamente, no andar haciendo tanto ruido, no debes de estar en la calle. Y bueno, es para la protección de la comunidad. Ahora bien, la gente estaba pidiendo de que we have a national shutdown and what's that. Okay.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah, we got it.
We got it. Let's see now if we'll follow it. Let's see now if people will really be that ignorant and say, you know what, I want to still come out. I mean, we got what we wanted. We got some calls yesterday, and this is what we wanted. And now we just need to abide by the regulations. El toque de queda significa estar en tu hogar a cierta hora. Todavía tienes hasta las 8 de la noche.
Yeah, up to 8 o'clock. Y no debes estar allá afuera a las 8 y say, pues ya tengo que irme a mi casa porque ya son las 8. By 8 o'clock you're supposed to done the in. But what will you be doing out there after 6 o'clock in the evening? Stay in your house, you know. So these charges that came down shows up to now that some people are still not following the rules. They got some people who want to come out when everything locked down, you know. They say, what, this stuff we time now? Yeah. Make we do what we have to do or what we want to do. And you know, correct. You know, and this thing is frightening, Emerson. I was listening to an interview from a nurse from a hospital. Yeah. I cannot say the hospital in New York because from a hospital, calling a lot of hospital. Yeah. And she was saying that people are dying day by day. Sometimes you got 5 persons were dead one day. Now it reached to the situation now that the hospital are running out of beds. They are running out of medication. They are running out of face masks for the nurse. The morgue is overfilled. They have to bring in one mobile morgue. They just dock a ship. I'm not sure if it's California. Hospital ship. Yeah. You know, in New Jersey is across the river from New York. A lot of people from New Jersey worked at New York. So New Jersey got flood now. So if people are running out of medication and supplies in the US, whether one of the country where almost have everything, what you think about Belize if this thing get out of hand? We now have enough hospitals, we now have enough beds, we now have enough nurses and doctors, we now have enough medication, but we can make that difference.
And it will be catastrophic.
Yeah, we can make that difference once we continue practice of social distancing and not come out if you don't have to come out, man.
Exactly. That's one of the main points, man. If you're not need for the out there, stay home. I was listening to that same interview, and you know when you listen to that lady, she's a nurse, right?
Yeah, it sounds like she really got a passion for the job, though.
Yeah. She cried. I mean, she actually said, you know, I cried seeing all these things, and you think about your little Belize, our Joel, man. As a matter of fact, we still blessed, you know. We're blessed in certain all these things that at least here we're controlling it on 3. Man, there are people have no more control to it. She said it is just catastrophic the way first one death was every one death a week. And now it's like 5-7 deaths a day. Yeah. And it's getting even worse. No, they classify New York as the epicenter of COVID-19. This is how, I think you mentioned it earlier in your, it's just one person that went in there.
Yeah.
One person. And it just spread out.
Yeah, they're over 500,000 already, you know, and that is the same thing with our little Belize here. One person came in, and that person that came in passed the virus to her mom.
Yeah.
And this next person that is here now, we don't know how the mapping they go with that, if the mapping have conducted or what, like the PM said. He was said to be
self-isolated.
Self-isolated.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know?
the PM said yesterday.
Yeah, let's share some texts. He say, "Good morning. Just want to complain about this neighbor. Check it. This man make noise every day, all day. We have reported it like 4 times. Police come and something right after them. Left bomb music. Oh, okay. Hi. The reason of my complaint is, remember, our kids are still getting work online. They are tired of that noise. All police, please let the big boss of police do something about it. His name, well, I don't really want to put the person name, but they said that somebody that Blackwater. But you see what is the complaint as well? It's not only that this person want them to stop doing the noise, but the kids are on holiday right now, and then they do their work home.
Yeah.
Also, right here, he said, somebody sent a text message here. Let me see if it comes from this one, 732. Okay, that's not a national shutdown. All right? He said, you think that the virus come only at nights? This virus is all over 24 hours a day. I believe that our wise government should put a 24-hour curfew because people don't seem to understand what is social distancing. I can look at that last part. Good morning. Can you read the PM message, what it says, the pro and the cons, please? We will be hearing that entire message. But you see, Emerson, this person is saying that people just don't understand, but then you don't have to. I agree that if you could have put a curfew, but then you don't have to put the curfew because we have to eat. But then tighten up on the measures of the law.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you on that, in that aspect. But I believe the message said something that we need a 24-hour curfew or something like that, right? Yes and no. Because, yes, people know they understand, and I believe we're all grown-ups in that aspect, that we need to, it implements on people that are big enough to understand. Somewhere, somehow, you need to understand. We're on a state of emergency. It has been declared. Today, they will be talking about the essential people that can be out. But if you no need to go out, please, no go out. You no got nothing to do out there. Nothing at all. And at this point in time, a state of emergency, which means if we go back again to San Pedro, when they said a state of emergency, there's certain hours to certain hours that stores are open, and at that point, from that they're closed. You don't see nobody out on the street. You don't see nobody they mingle out on the streets. Man, let's take that as an example. Let's cooperate with the law. You don't need to go out. The essential workers will be allowed to. Today they will be talking about who all are considered essential workers. And if you don't need for the out, it's just clear as that. Don't go out. Stay home. Save lives.
Yeah. Before we go on this break, I want to just share this text here. It's 100 deaths a day in New York City. 100 deaths a day.
Well, I think she was classifying, when I said the number, I think she was classifying
in that hospital.
In that hospital.
Yeah, because there are so many hospitals in New York.
There's a lot.
There's that one. But as you know that Dr. Carla Barnett spoke yesterday, we will touch on that, but we will take a break and then we will play the entire presentation that the PM did yesterday, and then we will try to see how we can digest it. Write down your points, what the PM say that you would like to ask, and if we have the answer to that, then we will bring it to you, or maybe it just need to be broken down so that you can understand it.
Yeah, we'll elaborate it on Spanish. I have it on Spanish also.
All right. Así que puedes...
Vamos a elaborar un poquito en español. Vamos a tomar la pausa. Se va a estar dando también, se va a mostrar el mensaje que el primer ministro de la nación entregó el día de ayer, y al igual lo vamos a elaborar en el idioma español después de esta pausa.
Yeah, that's right, folks. So Emerson and Robert Cheque Usher will be back after these messages right here on Nortevisión Channel 10.
My fellow Belizeans, last week the government announced additional measures to ramp up our fight against COVID-19. At Wednesday's press conference, I made clear that we were not then announcing a national shutdown. The circumstances at that time, in our view, did not yet warrant it. But I also made clear that we should prepare ourselves for just such an eventuality, that there were possible, indeed likely, developments that would act as triggers for a shutdown. As we all now know, yesterday, a Belizean that had returned from New York on March 20th tested positive for the novel coronavirus. That person claims to have been in self-isolation since his arrival back in Belize and was able to show health workers the contained and separate lower flat of the building in which his claimed isolation took place. The individual, though testing positive, is exhibiting only mild symptoms and is not currently in need of hospitalization. Nevertheless, he is living in Belize City, home to the largest population concentration in our country. For the National Oversight Committee and for the Cabinet of Belize, this is very significant. Clearly, the crowds in the old capital make us more susceptible to widespread transmission. Thus, a comprehensive tracing of the afflicted individuals' possible contacts and a wider mapping exercise are both being done by the Ministry of Health team. In this connection, both the evidence from other countries and the advice from our own experts agree on one thing. The best way to at least slow and hopefully stop the spread of the virus is by strictly enforcing the physical distancing, self-isolation, quarantining, and other such rules. Even though we have already imposed a state of emergency for Ambergris Caye and passed 2 statutory instruments imposing penalties, including jail time, for those that do not comply with the law, too many Belizeans are not taking the measures seriously enough. In all the circumstances, we consider it our duty now to do even more to prevent any chance of Belize City becoming an epicenter of COVID-19. Indeed, to try to protect our entire country from the novel coronavirus. Accordingly, I will be advising His Excellency the Governor General to declare a nationwide state of emergency for the country of Belize. This will go into effect at midnight on Wednesday, April 1st, and will include a curfew from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. every day. The state of emergency is to last for 30 days in the first instance. For its duration, people will be advised to shelter in place even during daylight hours and only to come out as absolutely necessary for purposes of procuring supplies and doing such business and activities as are exigently required. Our National Task Force and our caucus of CEOs have been planning for this eventuality for some time now. Nevertheless, and as we had promised, we are giving a couple of days' notice for 2 reasons. Our people must have a chance to prepare for the new normal, and our officials must have a little more time to ensure that all systems are in place to guarantee the absolute availability of foodstuff and other critical supplies. The list of essential services and essential service workers is being finalized, and their operational logistics are being fine-tuned. Tomorrow, we will be holding a press conference for only the media at the Leng Building at 10 a.m. There, we will go into all the details, medical, logistical, and organizational, about the state of emergency. We will, of course, answer all questions from the media. I close by expanding on two things. First, I want to repeat what I said in last week's address to the nation. This country is self-sufficient in basic staples, and we can feed ourselves for the long haul. The continuity of essential services and the more than ample availability of supplies are both guaranteed, and there is no need to panic. Supermarkets, grocery stores, banks and credit unions will all remain open, and every arrangement is being made for local producers to proceed uninterrupted with the provision of meat, chicken, eggs, rice, beans, grains, vegetables, and so on. Cargo will also continue to come into our country, and essential imports are also secure. The second point I must make is this: our local health team and the Ministry of Health are so plentifully resourced that we could theoretically reach the point of equipment oversupply. I hasten to add, though, that there can never really be too much. I'm just trying to underline the fact that we are completely prepared for the battle on the health front. So, the Ministry of Health costed the requirements for a 6-month battle against COVID-19 at around $12 to $15 million, Belize dollars. We already have in hand close to $20 million, and $13 million more is arriving from the IDB in a matter of weeks. Therein, though, lies the beginnings of a possible problem. All the international financial institutions, perhaps understandably, are laser focused on the health front of this fight against COVID-19. As critical as that is, though, what I keep telling our international partners is that it is equally important for us to feed and clothe our people, for us to take care of those now out of work and livelihood, unable to take care of themselves and their families. Government, as you know, is already borrowing $75 million from the central bank, but this is a drop in the bucket. It is my solemn promise to you, however, that we will get more. I am in no doubt that we will end up at least doubling that $75 million. So there will be add-ons to the disbursement of money to our unemployed, which disbursements start this week, and will also initially utilize the contributions made by BEL, PWSL, and SSB. The additional funding that we will procure will augment the National Ongoing Boost Initiative that also already puts cash in the hands of our people. And we will expand countrywide, including to the rural areas, the Ministry of Human Development's all-important food assistance programs. Belizeans, I say again that you are not alone. Together, we will overcome. And I swear by that Almighty God, whom I ask now to bless us all, that government, our national partnership, and I personally will do everything to bring Belize as whole as possible out of this national and international nightmare. I thank you.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. You know, might sound like I get a little bit tired, but I'm not tired because good, but we are back. But
Estamos de regreso.
very alarming what the PM is saying there. But I want to mention something that he said when he said tomorrow we'll be having a press conference. That message was recorded yesterday. So the press conference is today.
At 10.
Today. So, Emerson, we are listening to the measures that the Prime Minister is talking about, the measures that will be put in. Así que la gente puede saber la mensaje del primer ministro. Y cuando hablamos de este asunto, Emerson, es el primer ministro, es el líder máximo del país. Entonces, no es porque es de otro partido y hay bastante otros partidos, es que va a ser que él está diciendo solo es algo de partido, no es nada de partido.
Exactamente, como bien mencionábamos el día de ayer, es algo esencial dejar lo que es la parte política a todo esto y enfocarnos en la realidad y lo que es el caso de COVID-19. Reiteramos lo que el primer ministro de la nación dijo, lo vamos a hacer en el idioma español esta mañana. El caso confirmado de coronavirus está en la ciudad de Belice, en lugares más desamantes poblado de Belice, debido a que la gente no ha tomado en serio el distanciamiento social. El gobierno declara un estado de emergencia a nivel nacional a partir de la medianoche del miércoles para reducir cualquier posible pandemia del COVID-19. También agrega de un toque de queda de 8 de la noche a 5 de la mañana todos los días. El estado de emergencia durará 30 días. La gente debe quedarse, y esto vamos a reiterar y lo hacemos también en inglés. La gente debe quedarse en casa todo el día, a menos que necesite conseguir suministros o hacer otras cosas absolutamente esenciales.
Ok, y ese no puede ser entre las 8 de la noche y las 5 de la mañana tampoco.
No, tampoco. Algo importante, para conseguir suministros. When it talks about suministros, it talks about probably you run out of flour, you run out of chicken, you go to the store, suministros.
Okay.
These are essential things you can't be out. I believe that there will be several stops. The police should be doing several stops and ask you questions. Where you going? Where you do the street there was? Where you need? Where are you going?
Yeah.
That's the way.
So if you know that you have a history of some type of medication that we usually use, make sure you get them.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't know why when time the sickness then come down, they usually, like if you got a cough or some a cold, or you usually got some kind of other symptoms, they usually come down at night.
Yeah,
you know,
for some reason.
When they come down at night, but I understand from a medical person that when the sun goes down, he said the sun is good for you because when the sun goes down and night come in, is when all the parasites comes up. You know, so then they hit you. But when the sun they out, then they stay down. So that's why they say you keep kids in the night, not got them out on the street. You know, but when you look on it, like what the Prime Minister is saying, that this thing is serious, and when they say a state of emergency, I have only idea about it, but I will give a better preface of it coming up very, very shortly. And then, so when they say from 8 at night, make us put night to morning, because some people say, me don't know what 8 p.m. means. So that 8 o'clock the night to 5 o'clock the morning.
That's
You're
right.
not business out of your house.
You're not business out there.
Yeah, business is in your bed or in your house with your family. They pray or they have some kind of nice family time with the family.
No lot of nice.
No lot of nice. No lot of nice. And then people they burn the dirt, please stop burn it. I hope Libertad don't get the water because I understand that Libertad has a water system and that water system service Libertad and Concepcion. They're not too far from each other, but I understand they have part of the village where get water and next part don't get water. Hey, rural development, make we look into that, please. Please, them people need them water. So when you say the state of emergency, you just can't walk about anyway between the hours that is not
5 in the morning through 8.
to 8 at night. You come out for essential thing, man. I need to go buy one chicken. So if the policeman stop me and tell me, hey, I just need to go buy a chicken, or I go and buy something to eat. I don't know if when it comes to the shops, if things will be different, because I understand that many big stores are doing their online orders right now. You know, like Walmart in the States and Amazon, they are doing the online deliveries and so. I know that CVU in Belize City is doing it. I understand some in Orange Walk here is doing it as well. But we have to know that this thing is nothing to play with. And like some people say, we take leave it too long for close down the borders.
Yeah,
leave it too long because the person when we bring it in at the country, supposedly the lady from San Pedro, she came in on the Thursday. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Thursday, I think it was the 19th. It was the 19th, and the next person came in on the 20th, the day after. So if we may close like that week before, maybe they never may come in. But you know what, too, the borders then closed now. But I believe that what they should have tried start to do that. We got a BDF there. I think they should have set up a hospital right there so that the BDF can put up one big tent.
Yeah.
Put up one big tent.
That's true.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Oh, just a clarification here, Chicky.
Yes, sir.
In 1981, when they had this curfew, all essential services, right, was issued a special pass. The factory did not close down. People that were working at BSI got a special pass, right, that they could have go and catch their bus at the 10 o'clock shift. They go and catch their bus. So all essential services had a pass.
Okay.
So that if you stop them on the street, they can prove that they are going to work. They can prove they're working at BSI, or they prove they're working at the hospital. Essential services. So they need to have a pass when this curfew come into effect. Thank you.
Carla, I want to ask you a little question, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the difference with the curfew and the state of emergency?
A curfew, you have a special time, right? It's a curfew from this hour to this hour. State of emergency is like what they have in San Pedro. You can still be around, right?
Okay.
You can still be around. In the state of emergency, you have limited movement. But with a curfew, from whatever hour they give to whatever hour it finished, you cannot be out. A curfew means that from 6 in the evening or 8 in the night to 5 in the morning, no one that has no business, that has no special pass to be on the street can be on the street. A state of emergency is you have a little bit more
flexibility. So for the state of emergency, people will be able to come out normal and go and buy and so?
Yes, even at night. Even at night, you can go out because that's a state of emergency. You can already go, but if you're in a curfew, there's a specific time, right? The government put a specific time from 8 at night to 5 in the morning. That's a curfew. You cannot be out, right? Unless you have a special permit.
Okay.
Right? That's the difference with a state of emergency and a curfew.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Así tal vez puede explicar eso también, Emerson.
Sí, al igual estaba diciendo la persona que llamó, muchísimas gracias también por clarificar, cuando se trata de un estado de emergencia, todavía tienes la libertad de hacer tus cosas necesarias. No significa que puedes hacer lo que quieras tampoco, pero tienes un poquito más de libertad. Cuando se trata de un toque de queda, significa que absolutamente nadie puede estar fuera de su hogar. También nos indicaba que en aquel tiempo, en 1981, cuando se había declarado el toque de queda, se daba un pase o un cierto permiso para las personas como por ejemplo BSI, los que trabajaban en el ingenio, les daban un pase para que ellos puedan, cualquier persona de la policía los llegara a parar, puedan mostrar ese pase, cosa que estoy muy de acuerdo. También puede ser de que también den esos pases para las personas que son esenciales. Hoy se va a dar a conocer lo que el gobierno va a clasificar como personas esenciales, trabajadores, esenciales, que van a poder estar, más sin embargo, fuera por parte de trabajo esencial que van a brindar a la comunidad. Eso es lo que la persona que nos llamó nos indicaba. También un punto más que quisiera dar a conocer cuando se trata de la conferencia de prensa. Bueno, el mensaje que dio el primer ministro el día de ayer, dice: el primer ministro reafirma que el suministro de alimentos de Belice está asegurado y que los suministros de salud también están abastecidos. Which he mentioned that when it comes to food, to staples, we have enough.
Oh yes, yeah, we covered. We got with rice.
Yeah, we have enough.
We got with rice. We got with beans. We got with flour. We got with granados. We got with chicken. So we could eat. We
could eat.
We got the vegetables and the fruits and everything. So we could eat. We're not run out of that. A point that needs to be clear out is what this person is asking. He said, "Good morning. I would like to know what you need to do to get the unemployment plan. To get on the unemployment plan, there is a phase. So you have the first phase that will be done for persons who are currently working and lost their job due to the COVID-19.
Exactly.
If you made work and they fire you because you never got a work, or if something happened, you behave bad, and they fire you, maybe you take something that not for you, then you not lose your job due to the COVID-19.
Yeah.
So this first phase will work for the persons that lost their employment due to the COVID-19. The PM said yesterday that monies will be dispersed this week, but the person who is in charge of it, Dr. Carla Barnett, she did an interview yesterday. The one I heard, I was made to understand that there was a next interview, but I never heard that one. She was saying that the farms will be available this Friday, and the PM was saying that money will start distributing this week. So I guess maybe in the press conference that will be clarified.
Sorted out, yeah.
But what you need to do to apply is something different. She's saying that no matter if you made work with somebody, you never pay Social Security, you can still apply. You can still apply. She also says that it's good if the employer can send in the names of the persons that are working along with in their institution or business or whatever. You could send in the names. That no means that the employer could apply. The person can send in the names. Somebody just send me a text and say, how about me afraid to go to Social Security, because they always chance people, but they're not Social Security money.
Yeah.
Social Security only they handle the transaction.
Yeah. They're playing a role like a bank at this point in time.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, Chucky. Morning, Biggs.
Good morning, good morning.
What? Tell me, Biggs, go there, tell me.
That comment of ours just so that we take the land to close the border. Our community might need to be careful, because remember one thing, like I said again, right? If the border was closed, the airport was closed, these Belizeans would have crossed a bus and come to the Santana border, and we still have to let them in, brother.
Let me find a way to get in, Joe.
Exactly, we still have to let them in, no care what.
Yeah, that's true. But
with the Belizeans.
Yeah, but then
close to foreigners.
Yeah, I think we should have put the mandatory quarantine in a place, right?
Yeah.
Then not just say, well, okay, you come in from New York, so you say you're going to do isolation. Maybe you're not going to do it. How do you know?
Yeah. We make them cross the border, go to the health authorities pick them up.
Yeah. I agree with you, Carla. Thanks very much.
One more thing, Jackie. When people went established in the time balance there, right?
Uh-huh.
A lot of people, oh, it will leave it, the parents are like the school with one. Look, if you know what to the first, let it there.
Yeah. That's
you
true.
remember when the man paid off everybody bill?
Yeah.
You bill out to the bank?
Uh-huh.
They seem to forget that, right?
Yeah.
So they carry me the rule. And
Yeah.
I'm sure if the man make up more money, you give people more money.
That's true. That's true.
If you don't want it to be $5, don't take it, man. If it's only good for you.
Left it there for somebody else when need it, no, Joe?
Yes, man, that's talking a long way.
Yep.
No economize.
Yes, man.
All right, guys.
All right, good, my brother. You see, and the thing is, right, that Dr. Carla Barnett and I believe Prime Minister and leader opposition said in the last press conference that they had, we know they pay no salary.
Yeah.
We know they pay the salary where they try help. So let's say that you still the work and your boss say, you know what, I have to bring down your pay because I can't pay you this $500 a month. I could pay you $3. You cannot apply to this fund to get the rest to make it up because they are not paying salary.
Exactly.
They are giving you a relief.
It's for the people that got laid off itself.
Yeah. And then I understand it's around 20,000 persons. And if you calculate 20,000 at $300 a month, you look at almost $6 million. And for 3 months, you look at like 18,000. Well, they have 25,000 for that. So if 20,000 persons apply and they get it, then that means we should have enough.
Yeah.
And the PM said that more is coming, no?
Yeah.
So when they finish with this first phase, then the persons that are unemployed can apply.
Exactly. True.
But I was made to understand that there is a sign that is there at Social Security that's saying that they don't have no farm there.
No, they don't have no farm. I think I made it my business yesterday to see it itself because, yes, there's a sign out there that says they will be informing when the farms come in. But I also understand that Ms. Carla Barnett mentioned that the farms were going to be ready on
Friday.
On Friday. So I hope that the PM would sort that out today, and because he mentioned in his message that monies were going to be disbursed this week.
Yeah. Have you checked the website?
Yeah, nothing was up.
Nothing is there.
Even up to this morning.
Okay.
Up to this morning, nothing was up as
Well,
yet.
I hope. I sorry we can't go to that press conference. Why? Because if we could go to that press conference, we could go because sometimes some of the people ask the question at the press conference, then they beat around the bush and they're not really, they go straight to the point.
Exactly.
You know, but I would hope I will give Jules Wally call and ask him make it ask about that too.
Yeah.
Because you see what happened is maybe the task force team are not realizing everything. But by you bringing up some questions that is relevant and things that they might be missing out on, then that could probably
highlight them, you know, and have them know.
Like I remember yesterday, Mr. Rene Villanueva asked the Honorable Carla Barnett, he said, Minister, is there something that I never asked you that I'm supposed to ask you? We clear everything already? You know, sometimes we don't do that.
Yeah, we don't.
You know?
It is difficult, but, you know, going back to the Carla, he mentioned something about that $75, which we have touched that topic a little yesterday, but nevertheless, it is very important. And I really liked what he said because, you know, that at this point in time, how we're living in our country, how we're living with this chaos with COVID-19, man, $75 don't carry one long way right now.
It will, because put it as $300 a month. If your beauty ain't run out, you're all right. Because you know, if you got that, you could stretch it, man.
Yeah.
Stretch it, and if you may feel, I don't say we stretch it by your food, but if you may buy a Coca-Cola, drink water better.
Exactly.
You know, if you can't buy juice, well, you drink water.
Exactly, and which is better.
Yeah, water is healthy. If you put on 5 lights in your house, screw 2 at the bulb there. If you just economize less.
Exactly.
And then, but you have to manage out yourself because 150 for every 2 weeks, maybe you carry on away. But then the thing is, Emerson, that you're not staying without.
Yeah. You're not staying without, and just the wonder what's going to be it, you know. And at this point in time, man, you buy your 2 pound flour, you buy your thing of beans, you know, you're not in need meat. You're not in need meat. You need to learn this situation. I go back again. This situation will really teach us how to economize. Well, I mean, $75 right now, believe you me, it will take you a long way. And like what the caller said, if you complain about it, man, just left it there.
Yeah.
Somebody else on it. A very, very good point there. I mean, like that the point, you know, you don't want it, just left it there. Somebody else will want it. Somebody else will make good use of it. Because getting that 150 there, it will carry one long way. Believe you me. Right now, in this time, it will carry one long way.
Yeah. That just like when hurricane come and it carry some punch in your house, and might full your belly for 10 days, but at least feel like 6-7 days, and then you could try to see what come after that.
It go a long way.
Someone sent me a definition also of the state of emergency. Is there a state of emergency is a situation in which a government is empowered to perform action or impose policies that it would normally not be permitted to undertake. So at that time, then the government could take extra measures to do certain things. He said a government can declare such a state during a natural disaster, a civil unrest, armed conflict, medical pandemic or epidemic, or other biosecurity risks. So right now the government is taking this under the medical pandemic.
Yeah, under the medical pandemic. Which in the question here, it mentioned 30 days. It can also be extended even further.
Yeah, or it could be less.
Just
like San Pedro is 30 days, but then I wonder if that one from San Pedro will be halt, and this one will be going to San Pedro as well for their 30 days, because they don't spend so many days already. But Emerson, the time now is exactly 90 minutes after 8. We need to go on a break. So we'll be taking a short break, folks, and when we come back, we'll continue. I got some text out that we need to read, but we'll be taking a break, and we'll be right back after these messages right there on Nortevisión Channel 10.
Ya volvemos.
We also asked Fonseca about a recording secretly made of former party leader John Briceño when he was putting Fonseca on serious blast. So we asked Fonseca about it today.
John Briceño, he has gone mad. We really have to sit back and reflect on what he's saying. Launching this tirade, this attack, is absolutely disgraceful and difficult to understand. But the truth is, in any other country, with a few exceptions, had them made such outlandish statements, this man would be forced to resign, to demit office immediately.
Someone come? Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day. Why you the letter?
Who sent me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
No, man. No.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the environment.
So all of that? Well, know that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
Look at the people leading the PUP anti-corruption charade. The $3 million man, who the US Ambassador Dieter wrote to Washington about credible reports that he accepted a $3 million bribe for an oil contract which he used to purchase his cable company. The malignant tumor, who diverted tens of millions of dollars sent from Venezuela for medicine and housing for the poor to settle his friend's private UHS debt. Mr. 666, who while he was Minister of Education, over $666,000 meant for scholarships to poor students was diverted to friends and cronies. Even a 4-year-old got thousands of dollars under this scam. Baby Toomer, who is the principal in the company that received $3.5 million for a piece of land close to the Philip Golson Airport. Belize, these are the leaders of your new PUP.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multipurpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's now exactly 27 minutes after 8 o'clock. Funny how time flies, Emerson.
Así es, efectivamente, 28 minutos ya después de las 8 de la mañana. Y al igual continuamos con lo que es la cobertura de esta epidemia, de esta pandemia que ha azotado a nivel mundial. Cuando se trata del COVID-19 en muchas regiones del país, en muchos lugares de los diferentes países, se ha dado tantas muertes, se ha dado tantas personas infectadas con el COVID-19. Aquí en Belice se ha confirmado 3 casos, los 3 casos que se han confirmado hasta el momento, ¿verdad? El último se confirmaba el día de antier por la noche, día domingo por la noche, cuando se hablaba de una persona de Ciudad Belice, 38 años de edad, había viajado desde Nueva York hacia Belice y se confirmaba el caso número 3 aquí en Belice.
Like this one that I was telling you that one of my friends sent to me from Dallas. He said it's beyond scary, brother. Most of the modern world has not seen anything like it. Nurses and doctors are also dying here. I wish more people or every single person would take it seriously. It does not choose or discriminate.
That's right.
It's something very serious. Then we have a next text here. Say, good morning. Can you guys look into the situation with UB? We are currently not getting our online classes because we would have gotten extended semester starting on April 20th. But now since this run for 30 days, how will that work? We need our degree, and even if it's online, we need to get it done. Well, I guess they need to check with UB because we don't really have no information from UB.
We don't have no information.
You know, and if the online classes are not working, then of course not only with UB, but if they have other classes that are not working with different institutions, then they need to look into it as well, no?
That's right. I think in many places right now, en todos los diferentes departamentos, hay situaciones que se van a, they will get all bunched up, but everything will get sorted out.
Yeah,
everything should get sorted out.
Well, I would hope so because I believe China. I believe that China has control on it right now. No.
Yeah,
You know?
they have a control.
But what is helping them? People staying in, right?
Yeah, people staying in. They have listened to the regulations of the proper authorities.
And I understand that they got a lashing thing there.
Yeah.
When they come out COVID.
That was, I think it was in India, I saw that also.
Yeah.
And lashing and whop them.
Yeah, and they whop them, lick, and then right now that Jai say lick them, ja.
Yeah.
Why? Just get one epidemic right there. Light bill Jew.
Aye.
Light bill Jew, so have to try pay me light bill, you know. But you know how it is, Emerson. There are companies, then they pay people because they need people for pay, right? And then they're a tough time right now, but they say we'll keep the lights on.
Yeah, they said no disconnection will be going on either.
Now, a text here is saying that, good morning. I am renting a house and I do not have money to pay. Can they put me out? Well, it depends, you know. It depends. I don't think they could put you out, but then that was a tough situation, you know, because if you look on it one way and you see that the landlord say, okay, me got a contract with you. That's why most of the landlord they take first and last month. But in a disaster, in a major disaster, you can't put nobody out on the street. Suppose I take out somebody else person go out 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock the night and say, I not gonna know if you go come and landlord pick me up and kick me out on a curfew. Now, I listened to some legal advice and they were saying that if you rent a house, well, landlord can go, he could. But you don't have to listen to it and say, well, you know what, your rent due today, and if you're not got the money, then you have to come out. The landlord cannot do that. The landlord has to, and he can't just call one of your friends or the police. He could, but if you call one of your friends or the police and go to the police tell you, boy, you not pay this person, you have to come out. The police have to come with a court order. Yeah. And the court order still stipulates that you cannot take out someone in a time of emergency and get them out on the street.
Yeah.
So the way this thing have to work, it have to be that the tenant and the landlord has to come under an agreement. And say, you know what, when time things fix up, I want to do my best to pay you. Yeah. But the landlord could choose and say, okay, you rent my house and I don't want you in my house again. Then he could go through the court and say, well, I don't want this person in my house, so you have to find some place to go, and you have to find some way to go because the eviction notice no work so easy.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It no work so easy.
And at this point in time, I think they also mentioned it on a press conference before that they want the landlords to be lenient at this point in time. We understand. The situation is not easy, but it really and truly won't. You do something like that, you know, got hard, man.
Yeah.
You know, got hard. Honestly, you know, got hard because it is just reached to an agreement. You know what? After this thing over, do payments this and this kind of way. All right, okay, we'll deal with that.
Yeah.
But just not kick out somebody like that. That happened in San Pedro, you know.
Oh, yeah?
That happened in San Pedro. We had some reports there from San Pedro, and they said, you know what, Emerson, they kick out my friend out of the house. The landlord say, you know what, he had that. He got to go. He want money. And you know, in San Pedro is 100 and change.
And then a week. But then I want my money, but if the person doesn't work, because we know San Pedro is locked down, and I understand that from the mayor from San Pedro that or the area representative, Honorable Manuel Heredia, that close to 2,500 persons are employed in the tourism sector there in San Pedro. Yeah. So San Pedro lives on tourism, you know. Yeah. Because you go say, okay, I don't live on tourism, I work down a shop. Or I do construction. Or I work down a hotel, or I work down a bar, or I do things to sell, but all the money still coming from tourism.
And going further to what you mentioned, I think the courts are not giving no kind of eviction orders right now.
I don't think so.
I tend to probably hold on to that, but I'm more than sure that they're not to give no.
They're not give, can't kick out people by emergency.
Can't kick out people.
And then people have concern as well, how will the skunk work with the electricity?
Well, the discount on the electricity, it was, let me just get it here. So, the fact, I think if you consume $21
or less,
then you could get, which in, it is something that I don't know who spent $21.
But why is it so people will pay a flat rate, you know?
Yeah.
So people just come and leave meter there, that in house, maybe if you go put down a light the night. But then you know what happened too? Better than me say, well, then people who got the flat rate or up to $20 will not pay.
Yeah.
You know, but the company need the money because the company has a lot of commitments as well. But I don't know if it's semi-private and semi-government or how that company is set up, but you know they generate over $21 million every month, but only to pay for the electricity from Mexico and other providers, distributors here in Belize. It's over 15,000. Then they have their salaries, they have their fleet, like all the vehicles that are around, which is close to like $2 million a month. So all that thing, and when it end up, I believe the CEO spoke, and I stand to be corrected. I think he said after they finish check out everything for the balance, I think it's like $0.8 million for the month. So like what, like $800,000 a month. So the money is generating, but they have to pay the ventures, they have to pay everything.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a very freaky situation.
Remember Emerson, right at Belize, a lot of we live the life like if we did at the US. But then Belize is not in that threshold of those high countries.
Exactly.
I'm not sure if we are still considered as a third world country. You know?
I'm not sure on that one.
But then you see that Belize is, we have richness here in Belize, you know, but we have richness in ourselves.
Yeah.
As citizens, we have richness in what the Prime Minister mentioned. We got things for eat.
Yeah.
We got everything for eat, so after the world, we're not dead for hungry.
No, we're not dead
but
for
when
hungry.
when it comes to then different kind of protocols and big time things, so then we're not really up there yet. When we try, we're getting there, you know. And look, yeah, like this whole thing right now, when it comes to tourism, right? I know they may say that they may fix up the tour guides or the persons who working at tourism, but people working at tourism, it's not only the tour guides. You got people, hotels right now, they're empty, you know?
Yeah.
Because what happened is, that now Belizeans go stay in a hotel because the prices for the hotels in Belize are very high. So a Belizean will probably go to Guatemala to spend a vacation, or to Mexico to spend a vacation, or even to the US, because the prices of the rooms over there are more affordable for us. But we have to put into consideration as well that the population that Belize has and the population that those places have, and the tourism is so strong, so they have competition as well, and the exchange of the money as well.
True.
So it's different.
It's a lot different. It is so. There's a word I wanted to use. We tend to, like what you mentioned, we tend to feel like we live that state.
Yeah.
But honestly, we try to get there.
Yeah. Well, nothing wrong with that if you want to step up yourself, you know. Yeah. But when it comes to these issues like this, when you say there are things that happen, then we know, man, look on the US. The US can't handle it.
Yeah.
They can't.
Can't handle it.
So what position does that put us in? You get any report from death tolls in Mexico?
No, I know for a fact that it incremented, but I haven't gotten the.
Cause Mexico got millions of people as well.
Yeah,
you know
they had a thing also that the president of Mexico actually had this whole scenario on how people were not respecting the social distancing, and he himself didn't do that on one. Okay. You know, like how we buck here on that side, so he didn't. So the man he shake the person's hand, and
so he charged himself.
You know, it was crazy. But this is all over. You know, this is all over. Mexico is going through a very hard time also, As far as we know that it is incrementing in Guatemala, it's incrementing as much also. I understand they had to transfer, I think it was 11 or 12 persons to a COVID relief area, to a hospital, because they were in Villanueva and they had to move them from that area. Okay. It is getting very complicated over in these other countries. Here in Belize, we have it under, I would say, I would probably be brave enough to use the word under control, because it is just 3 cases we have at this point in time confirmed.
I make we hope that they don't go in more than that.
Let's just pray to God and hope. You know, a lot of things are beneficial on us, as we mentioned the heat. The heat is one of the things.
Yeah, the heat, the help with it too, boy. The heat, the help with it too. But you know, in the days to come, well, life have changed already for lots of people in Belize.
Oh yes.
You know, lights have changed, but when time this state of emergency kick in tomorrow, you know?
And tomorrow.
Cause 12 o'clock tonight, that kick in.
Yeah.
So when that kick in, be something different, Emerson. You see, the thing is that, you know, a large percentage of persons that are working have lost their jobs. So you have one state of emergency, you can't move around. And you got a lot of catch and kill right now, you know, cause a lot of constructions, they shut down too, and they got a vast majority of persons that works in those constructions.
Exactly.
You know, and construction there, so then they cut down. So you'd have said, boy, well, you know what? I got to leave $20, I want to try stretch this today, and maybe till midday tomorrow, and then I'm going to try see if I pass if somebody do a recast, or they want to stick some blocks, or set down some steel, or they want to clean up the place, and so a lot of construction will stop. I have heard from persons that are working in the construction and say that the person is telling them that today is going to be their last day.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow they will be shutting down.
Yeah. I heard that also. Everyone is being affected, Mr. Asha. Everyone is being affected. There's no way that you might say you're not affected. You're affected one way or another.
Yes.
You're being affected one way or another.
It hit everybody. Well, make we take a final break of the morning, Emerson.
Okay.
It's 17 minutes away from 9 o'clock. You know, like today, you feel like a holiday.
Yeah.
You feel like a holiday. Because usually when you come to work in the morning time, they have 2 institutions over here. When you come, you always sit there and place. You're busy with a lot of students. And then when you come into work in the morning time, you see all the buses, they go, you see the BSI bus and they go. Well, I still see the BSI bus that they run. You see all them buses, they go to the city, and some they pass through and go to Chetumal or Corozal or something. We're not seeing that as well.
I one topic probably when we come back.
Okay.
You know, we just hope that BSI also, because you know that they have a lot of workers.
Yes.
The social distancing there in BSI itself.
Yeah.
You know, because yesterday we got a thing on that thought also about the workers there in BSI. We just trust and hope that they're taking every precautionary measures with that social distancing also.
Well, BSI, they're always the on top of things, but let's take a break, folks. It's 60 minutes now away from 9 o'clock. We will take our final break of the morning, and we'll be right back after these messages right here on Norte Vision Channel 10.
Communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Our economy benefits when goods and mobile services get to their destination quickly. When citizens are able to travel without frustration and undue hurdles, everyone benefits as well. The government of Belize is happy to announce the imminent upgrades to the Corozal-Sartaneja Road. 27 miles of road will be upgraded to paved standards and will include the replacement of 2 ferries with new bridges.
Why is it that we're going to invest in Sartaneja? Why is it that we have to take $50 million to invest in an area where we do not have a political directorate? We believe that as a government, we have to provide a service to all Belizeans.
Well, this for the village of Chunosh is a big advantage both ways. Sometimes when we got sickness, we got people sick at the clinic there, women. When we reach at the ferry, can't pass 45 minutes, have to wait. So now this road will benefit whole village, Sartaneja and Copperbank. I'm part of Progreso too. Well, it's really important for us.
I know that our village is not so much developed with tourism because it's a remote village. And for that reason, we don't have a lot of tourism over there. But now with this upgrading of the road and the pavement of the road, I believe and I think that it will be much beneficial for us and for everybody.
More for Belizeans, more for Belize. The government of Belize. Moving Belize forward. The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan Muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el... ¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche-France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche-France.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies, transforming Belize one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
And we also asked Fonseca about a recording secretly made of former party leader John Briceño when he was putting Fonseca on serious blast. So we asked Fonseca about it today.
John Briceño, he has gone mad. We really have to sit back and reflect on what he's saying. Launching this tirade, this attack, is absolutely disgraceful and difficult to understand. But the truth is, in any other country, with a few exceptions, had them made such outlandish statements, this man would be forced to resign, to demit office immediately.
Someone come, yes, someone coming, let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day, why you the letter?
Who sent me the letter?
That sign right there, you can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this here community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you do it too?
No, man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
Sure, all of that? Well, know that to put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Well, Emerson, it has been an interesting morning.
Yes,
I
sir.
believe that everybody is getting ready right now for hear this press conference.
Yeah.
Now, what time the press conference?
At 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, we are also ready on Universal. After this, we ship to Universal.
Yeah.
And we are ready. I will be doing a digestion on the press conference also. But one thing I would really want the entire nation, make we be together as one and make we no panic. Because if we enter into a panic mode, things get worse.
Yeah.
Things get worse. I was reading a article also that happened in somewhere in Italy. You know how Italy had gotten so bad, and within their county county area, this guy was listening to the news and it was just a wrong, and before you know it, he committed suicide.
Man. Well, Emerson, today is today. Tomorrow is not promising. We live yesterday, we Saturday. But when we wake up tomorrow morning, it's going to be a different day.
A different day.
And a different way of living in Belize, because 12 o'clock midnight, I don't know if you call it tonight or AM, but 12 o'clock, that's only AM, right? 11:59, that's still PM.
Yeah.
So when time we wake up tomorrow morning, it will not be a normal day as today.
Exactly. It will not. We need to, things will change.
Yeah, drastically too.
And yeah. It will change. We need to be like what the caller said. Follow the regulations, follow the rules. Let's help one another in that aspect. I mean, if the burning, oh, by the way, before we go off, I was by your areas yesterday and people are still burning.
Oh yes.
You know, people
still burn by, and you know, Josh Kylie sickness and so on, and then people live side of we, they not got no kind of consideration by some. I stop talk to them people, well, not stop talk to them as enemies, right?
Yeah.
But because we don't know enemy, because you should love your neighbor as you love yourself. You know, someone will love your neighbor more who will love yourself. But then people just rake up. That's why I tell you, Emerson, then got a lot of people when they pay attention. And then maybe someone says, yo no escucho nada en radio porque no me gusta esas bullas así. But then that's ignorance.
True.
Because you know this thing that happen, but some people say, it better if I know here what it happen.
Exactly.
Because I could continue to live a normal life. But it's not so. It's not so.
Yeah, it's. I don't know what happened to our people, but I just hope that these measures, because you will be hearing people got detained on the quarantine. Hope
Yes,
not.
on the
Hope not
curfew.
on the curfew. Hope not. You know, no listen. 8 o'clock, no business city out till 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, follow the regulations. Listen to the reports coming out of the Ministry of Health, of the press office, and be courteous, man. Help one another in that aspect.
But look for the scenario. Suppose somebody go out that night and then the police catch at 8:30 and he say, no man, but I got 7:30 because I just come from some place and different time, so my time got 7:30.
Well,
How do I deal that out?
Yeah, fix the time. Yeah, learn to check the time before that. I know.
That like the watchman, one watchman, he boss catch at sleep, and he fire the watchman. So the watchman carry a quote. I tell the judges, man, you fire me wrongly, man, and I really need my job, Your Honor. So he asked the person, why you fire this man? He said, because the man is sleep on the job. And then the person, carry man a quote, this tell, Your Honor, I never sleep on a job. I do what the pastor they do. I may pray, so I got my eyes closed. I never sleep, I may pray. So how you can fight that?
That's a good one.
How you can fight that?
You can't fight that.
But you can't say the man never pray, right?
And you can't say never sleep neither.
The man win the case.
Ay.
Pero
What a
Emerson,
thing.
mañana va a ser otro día.
Mañana
It's
será
time
otro
for
día.
us to wrap out. Así que tus closing comments para nuestra audiencia esta mañana.
Las últimas palabras serían, sigamos las recomendaciones. La higiene, el distanciamiento social, que es muy importante. Sigamos el distanciamiento social, lo que nos está dando, por supuesto, el Ministerio de Salud. Hagamos caso, no seamos necios. Tratemos al igual, de tal manera de quedar con nuestros familiares. Usted que tiene la oportunidad de estar con su familiar, con sus seres queridos en este momento, conózcanse más, porque ese es el preciso momento en la cual ustedes se pueden conocer más, dialogar más, saber cosas nuevas. Usted que tiene la oportunidad, hágalo y también siga las reglas y lo que se ha implementado. Es por nuestro bien.
Can you please share this before you go, please?
Bueno, dice, amigos, buenos días. Una cosa tenemos que saber, que solo Dios puede tener mirada misericordia. La Biblia dice, los que ponemos la mirada en Dios, no seremos obligados. It's very difficult to read. Sando palabra de Dios, los evangélicos debemos pedirle misericordia a Dios. Gracias desde Socots. It was a difficult. I'm gonna try.
Why you think I give you? No está hablando del Dios de las embajadas, de vemos partirle something, but pero tú
I understood a little bit of what the person tried to say.
Yeah.
Entendí un poquito lo que quiso. Era difícil leer el mensaje.
Pero el mensaje es válido.
Sí, pedirle a Dios. Solo Dios tendrá misericordia. Solo Dios es el que nos puede salvar de esta.
Yeah. Well, folks, once again, thanks for tuning in. We invite you to tune into the press conference this morning. It will be a press conference only with the Prime Minister and the task force team. I'm not sure who all will be there, but it's not a press conference for us to go and pull one chair and lap your foot and lap your arm and listen, because it's just for the media. So you need to tune in. Universal Radio will pass it live for you. If we get the live feed right here on Channel 10, we'll pass it for you as well. And then listen for yourself. And if you don't understand something, we'll just write it down and then you ask somebody, you know what? I hear them say this, but I don't understand. You no entiende qué estaba diciendo. ¿Me puedes explicar? So you could know. But we like to thank you. Raheem, thanks for the technical support all the time. Thanks to all our sponsors right here on the Sugar City Morning Show to make this possible for you all out there viewing our show every day. We have repeat of Channel 7 News, 12 o'clock today, and we have the live news at 6:30 right here on Nortevision Channel 10. If you're not home and you cannot see the TV, tune in to 88.5 because we always bring that to you on audio. This show repeats at 9 o'clock tonight. Have yourself a wonderful day. If the good Lord so will, we will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a different day. So, Emerson, muchas gracias, mi amigo.
Muchísimas gracias a usted.
Hasta mañana.
Hasta mañana. Con permiso. Pásela bien.
Sugar City Morning Show.